Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Today it's featured contracts day because we have new contracts to play. This is a new batch. Let's see. The pig, the dog, the rooster, the monkey. So this looks to be the Chinese calendar. And we should have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 12 of them. So yeah. Let's just start with this one. Where's this? Okay. Miami. Any method? I have no idea where these guys are. This looks to be the interrogation room. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna start here and see where everybody's is, and then go from there. Make our plan. I've seen the Eliza Graves before. I just don't know where he is. The other two are pretty generic. Okay. Let's see, where are they? Oh, he's in the security area. Yeah, that's the interrogate. That's. I have to get rid of the other two. Over here. House stands, food stands. Let me see. So. And this is the medical area. Oh right, this is the walkway. But so this is the medical tent. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do with this dude over here.
Sir, you're gonna have to stand back. This area is off limits.
Yeah. I know, I'm busted, but I need to see.
Shoot the punk!
You had no idea.
Okay. I thought I could get into a closet before I. Okay. So I need to get rid of the guys in the office, in the interrogation office. So do I make them sick, or do I just lure them out? I could get the guy at the end of the hallway that's doing the copier. Then I'll have an outfit. So I don't need a breaching charge. Let's take some poison. No, that's the wrong syringe. Let's take the lethal syringe. And then smuggled item maybe. It's really convenient. Come back to that later if I need to. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's grab the coin that's here.
Mechanics at the Kronstadt team had a name. I went by during a brief stop yesterday.
The keys. Can I have enough keys?
Come on, again?
I need your outfit. There we go. No. Let go of the wall, please, and grab this dude.
Wanna know what I think? I think you were hired by someone to infiltrate the camp. And plant that explosive
Does that work?
somewhere and detonate it. You know what
No.
we call that? We call that domestic terrorism.
delivery guy. I didn't even know what was in
You
that
wanna
thing.
holster that?
I may have taken a wrong turn somewhere, but that hardly makes me a terrorist. I think I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah, we'll see about that. In the meantime, we're keeping you and your stuff here.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that. In the meantime, we're keeping
Wait,
you and
where's
your
my
stuff
coin?
here. Just
Didn't I pick up
relax.
this coin?
You're gonna be here a while.
There we go.
Whoa.
Say what? Weird.
Crap. Okay.
Oh, another story circulating.
Where's the last one, by the way? Oh, over here in the emergency bay. Oh, he's the guy. Is he the one that's sitting on this chair there? Because the other one is over here. But he is in his racing overall, so it's not him. I could probably... Oh. There's a propane tank here. I could probably use that to blow him up. But what about him? Is that two propane tanks? Oh, of course there are, because there's there's the hot dog stand over here that has a whole rack of them.
You're saying Robert Knox?
But yeah, let's figure out this dude first. Don't look at this, don't look at this, thank you.
Jeez.
Man, those mechanics at the Croissant team have a name. I went by during the pit stop yesterday and it looks so beautiful in there.
Why does it never...
Okay, first we'll get your outfit.
They asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was pyrotechnics. Because I understand that Moses stays into that sort of thing.
Interesting story. You wanna know what I think?
Oh, they don't even hear that?
Shrink the cow pit. Plant that explosive somewhere. Detonate it. You know what we call that? We call that domestic terrorism.
I'm just a delivery guy. I didn't even know what was in that thing. I may have taken a wrong turn somewhere, but that hardly makes me a terrorist. I think I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah, we'll see about that. In the meantime, we're keeping you and your stuff.
Really? Okay, I'll look into it. Okay, that was mildly enough.
Okay. You here?
Yeah, man. You look tough. Huh?
Coin.
That is not a toy.
That is not a toy. No, it isn't. Can you now move off, please? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Damn.
Okay. That's done. Now, let's see. Oh, they don't like me. Do I go up?
Let me just repeat some ground rules for those of you new to endurance.
Okay.
You gotta cover as much ground as possible within the time.
And you're supposed
Let's
to
go
keep
out
me
here,
safe?
grab ourselves a propane tank, and I need a briefcase so I can carry two of them.
See the grip on these babies? It's just so
Hey, Shrimpy!
secret of
Welcome, happy Friday. How's it going?
cargo
Our day's going okay-ish. I had some problems at work, but nothing I can handle. And now we're off. Should work, right? If I... Need to kill him, but not him.
Hey, you better not be one of them drug fiends looking to sell your perfectly formed ass for a fix of hash.
Excuse me? Selling my ass for the... Okay. You go over there.
Wonder what that was.
That was too close. I was so sure I was safe behind the boxes. Okay. But at least we know what to do with that. That I know it works, so that should be okay. Do I want to go back for the other? It's not too far, so I could go. Maybe I'll just toss one over. Since I'm there anyway, and there's no... Look the other side, other way, please. Thank you. Huh?
Man, those mechanics at the cross
By the way, I'm still working hard to make the suit picker publicly available. But I need, I'm working on a config page so you can tick off which one you have, so it will give you an URL you can use so that it reflects your own inventory. And of course I need to do get some hosting and all that crap, but yeah, it's in the works.
That we call that domestic.
Oh, get the whomping stick. Bloop. Bonk. Okay. Get you in here. And then... get the coin. Give this dude the gun so he fucks off. Here, got a present for you.
Wow.
Now he walks all the way up.
No weapon. It was just lying there like a piece of
Look at
garbage.
it, thank you. I'll lure him over
Man, what
here.
the hell is that doing there?
Wow.
Okay. Now, since we have that done, I'll just go this way so I don't have to deal with the officers that's running over there. What's cooking, good looking? Oh, we got an officer right here, huh? Oh, fuck me.
Excuse you?
Okay. Hot dog stand is over there.
Wow.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Got a propane tank. Chuck it over there. That was against the side, but doesn't really matter. Get out of my way, people! Alright. That's why I picked up the keys. So where does he stand? He stands over here. So let's do this.
No one ever taught you any manners?
Grab this. Let him calm down for a bit.
These cars are. They are virtually on the ground. I mean, the level of technical engineering on this. It's...
Fuck. Okay, let's assume that all went well. Can I do the same here?
Don't forget that this race is all about getting some miles under the hood. It's as much about the car's stamina and technology as it is about the driver's talent. There is still plenty of time left, folks, and anything can happen.
Another day in the office. Move out, people.
Well, it works. Okay. So the only problem is, ooh. Yeah, replan. I have an idea. This match doesn't look too bad. A couple look frustrating, especially main target story ones. Yeah, main target story that shouldn't be in. That shouldn't be in featured contracts. Those are annoying because you're dependent on. They all usually have long routes and specific things. And yeah, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Crowbar by the ambulance for the exit in that area. Yeah, they can get out the manhole.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Man, those mechanics at the Constant team have a name.
There's also a crowbar in the
Yesterday,
truck over there, which I could get. Oh, get the keys.
Why does it never...
Okay. What's you in here?
As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver the package. I thought it was...
Give me your clothes.
I understand that Moses is into that sort of thing.
Interesting. Wanna know what I think? I think you were hired by someone.
No, yeah!
Still green. Got him. Here we go. Pick this up.
Hey, a fellow guard. See you around, man. Okay.
Oh. Hey, fellow guard. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay, is that real?
Yes, that's
Shit
real.
is
It's not a airsoft gun. Go take it to security. Go on. Okay. Let's go. So to get to the truck I need to go here. Okay, that's good. He's going that way. So the truck is... Ooh, that was a swoosh.
Don't forget, this race is all about getting some...
So I don't have to go into that medical area. There's a crowbar right over here. No. Get this thing.
It's just amazing.
Okay.
Reliability. That's the name of the game. This is where you see the car technology of tomorrow.
What?
Oh, there's a crowbar here too. Nice. Go this way. Oh, he doesn't like me. Let's go here.
I never really did understand why Sierra was going.
Why is she a random
Things.
enforcer against this outfit?
Sure, it sounds impressive, but
Bob, your own good, turn around and go back the way you came.
why not?
Oh,
just
why
leave
am I
it
now
alone?
red guns?
Well, if you ever get to know her as well as I do.
Many miles as possible, no matter how far out. Keep firing!
Did I kill somebody else here or something? What's going on here?
What the hell happened here?
Oh,
You
these.
alone, sir? What's his problem? Seriously.
Oh,
People today.
there's two dead here, so I need to push it over there more. Okay. Okay. Where did I find? Oh, the crowbar is right next to the. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you know what someone told me the other day?
Can I do this backwards, maybe?
Please get out of here.
Hey, don't move.
What if I start near the... No, then I would be... If I do the other way around, then I will be going back and forth. So it's best to start over here. Okay.
Man, those mechanics at the Kronstadt team have a mate. I went by to the pit stop yesterday.
Keys. There we go. Get this dude.
Come on, again?
Yes, again. Again!
None whatsoever. As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was technical.
Okay.
As I understand it, Moses
There we
lays into
go.
that sort of thing.
Interesting.
Want to know what I think?
I think you were hired.
Stay calm. I'll check it.
Okay. Bonk. Okay. Did he drop another coin? Is that my coin? That was my coin. Okay. You. Piss off.
What the hell?
What
is
the
that doing?
hell? Yeah, amazing, right? Where did it come from? Nobody knows. It just appeared out of thin air.
Oh.
Give me that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid him. I'll have to deal with the crowds, but okay. That's not a real problem. Greetings, Earthlings. Oh, but then I have this Joker to contend with. Okay, but we can get around him easily.
Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is to keep that car going until the end. This race is not over until the clock ticks down.
Undo. Can you believe?
Flying out there. Look at those lap times. I guess he's out to show Matthias just how
Okay. One propane tank coming up.
Let me just repeat some ground rules for those of you new to endurance.
And another one.
Gotta cover as much ground as possible
Okay.
within the time.
Why does the hell does she? She's the only real NPC. Okay. Give me that.
Yeah, okay. I don't see anything.
Yoink this. So
Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is to keep that car going until the end. This race
Hey,
is
pick
not
that
over
up. What are
until
you,
the
5
clock
years old?
ticks down.
Cool. Why the hell am I red gunned? Where the hell did these people come from? I didn't see them in Instinct. Oh, they're not real NPCs. Is that what's going on?
Hello? Shit! I just heard an explosion.
Oh, fuck me.
Better lock and load.
Remember, folks, endurance races is all about getting your car.
Check every square inch.
Yeah, but they don't show up in... Look, I'll show you. There's a lot of people here, but if I go into Instinct, they don't highlight. So I killed a bunch of these fake NPCs. Ah, well, that's crap. How the hell am I gonna get this dude then? Maybe make it more distance so that you gotta know the plan. I need to experiment. Let's experiment. Let's not do this one first. Let's start here. So I have some leeway to test this. We can test this. We can test this. Okay. Propane. I'll just take one because we're experimenting with this dude. Let's see who is with. Okay.
Look at that. There's no holding back out there. The battle
Yes, yes, cheating. Sue me.
Boy, oh boy, that's some great racing out there.
So if I do it like here.
Hey, you! Get the heck out of here!
That's too far away. But let's check out the other NPCs. Now, see? Okay. We gotta find the distance. We gotta find the distance. Oh, I should have brought a lockpick. Okay. And I'm not allowed to be there as this dude, but okay. Doesn't really matter. Experimenting. We're just experimenting.
Fuel efficiency and reliability. That's the name of the game. This is where you see the car technology of tomorrow. How much time remaining? Don't worry, folks. Anything can still happen.
Okay, so what about this little corner over here?
These cars are the future of motorsport. You see the grip on these babies? It's just so strong. I mean, you could drive straight.
Still not enough. Oh, I'm red because he is knocked out. Okay. Let's replan. Let's take, instead of this, take a lockpick for now. I need to find the distance. You gotta go the distance. The problem is if the, I think the fake NPCs, if you knock them out, they die immediately. It could be a problem. Just want to know if it's possible.
How much time remaining? Don't worry, folks. Anything can still happen.
So that was, so maybe like halfway.
Just so high. This is the place to be. The best track you'll ever see. The best group of drivers we've had in a long, long time. And how about that crowd, huh?
Copy in Central. Get that bomb.
Got him. Okay. Replan. So that seems to work. So halfway. Let's see. I need a. What the hell did I have there? Oh yeah, lethal syringe. Poison. Poison running through my brain. Lethal. Okay, okay, okay. And then do not start here, start here. Mascot stands? No. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Oh, you know what someone told me the other day?
I don't know if I have to wait till he sits down, though.
Say what?
Say what?
Man, those mechanics at the Constant team have a name. I went by during a pit stop yesterday and
Do not forget the keys. Yoink. Because that will get us back. Okay.
None whatsoever. As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was just pyrotechnics. As I understand it.
Oh. Gotta get your outfit. Don't want to get busted.
I think we're hired by someone to infiltrate the
Oh.
camp.
Get the
Thank you. You've done your duty.
herding stick.
Please step back. Let me do mine. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Bonk. Okay, go in here. Pick that up. Yeah, I have a gift. Coin.
What the hell is that doing there?
As soon as he walks off, I can put down the coin here.
Huh?
Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. I'm stuck. I have to deal with him. Let's go this way. It's either him or him. Howdy doody, partner. Yeah, I'm gonna go up the
The secret
stairs.
of endurance racing is to keep that car going until the end. This race
Until
is
the
not
end.
over until the clock ticks down.
So much right now.
Look at that. It's a test of nerves going into that corner. Who backs down first? Oh, wait. Was there a touch? Or even a slight collision going into that corner? Oh, the stewards are going to have to take a close look at this one. Let me just repeat some ground rules for those of you new to endurance racing.
Oh, nobody heard that? Okay, cool.
When the time's up, we have our winner.
Unlock. Let's see, halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there.
What?
Hey, just saw you do it. So if it was bad, there's a witness.
Okay, so I'll wait for him to sit down again.
This race is not over until the clock ticks down. So that's Bruno Diaz. Came in third last year on this track. He'd want to do better this time around, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see him on the podium today. Let me just repeat some ground rules for those of you new to endurance racing. You gotta cover as much ground as possible within the
I
time.
need you to keep your head down if you want to stay alive.
Oh crap.
There is still plenty of time left, folks, and anything can happen.
Got him.
Look at how low these cars are.
Hey dudes.
Oh my god, I can't take this.
I can't take this. Oh my god. There we go.
Duh. Winning.
Got him. Nice. Number 30. Let's see what the cheater boards look like over here. Manga in 254. Or 20. How the hell did he do it in like 3 minutes? Did he bring like a... I spent some time getting the guards out of the room, so maybe... I don't really need... Well, I would need a gun if I didn't bring a if I didn't bring a taser. Maybe if I bring an egg, it knock them out.
Hello there.
Hey, Corino. Welcome. Happy Friday. Okay, let's test that. Let's not bring a syringe. Just bring a Easter egg. Right? Can do that, right? That should shave off some time.
Oh, and there's another story circulating too.
Okay.
Man.
Don't need that then. Here.
And once again, just to get this straight, you had no idea the device was in fact a...
Okay.
Hey! Oh my god!
Do I still need the guy's outfit then? Does anybody go in the hallway?
Oh, you know what someone told me the other day?
It's a bit of a shame I couldn't throw that around the corner. Or maybe I can. I just need to hug the corner. Oh.
Just to get this straight, you had no idea the device was in fact a bomb.
None whatsoever.
Oh, you're seeing that? Let go of the freaking wall, dude. Oh. Yeah, he sees me, so I need to knock him out. And then I might as well take his clothes and then knock the people out in there. Okay. Well, that saves me a whole heaps of time. Okay. Bloop. This.
Oh, come on, again?
I thought it was just pyrotechnics. As I understand it, Moses Lee is into that stuff.
There we go. That's a whole heaps faster. Go here.
Let me remind you that this is different from Grand Prix in that it's all about which team can go the distance. Fuel efficiency and reliability, that's the name of the game. This is where you see the car technology.
Shoot it to the garage! Let me think about this. Is there a faster way? This I'm using for that. Oh, but since I'm starting here, Yes. Container. I think I need a container, but tools. Where is that? Is the magazine poison? Okay. This allows me to carry 2 propane tanks, so I don't have to go back and forth. That saves us another few seconds. Okay. God damn it, look the other way. He's just eyeing me. That's annoying. These random red swivels, man.
Hello there.
Hey, Bandit. Welcome. Happy Friday.
Oh, and there's another story circulating.
Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, he's watching here again.
Sir, I'm sorry.
God damn it. Why is he constantly eyeing me? Is that because I have the briefcase here or something?
Oh, you know what someone told me the other day? That Sierra's not just.
Okay. Better.
Oh, why?
No!
Whoa!
I wanted to throw my briefcase, not the egg.
My brain is big and smart.
Don't look at me. Put it away.
Oh, come on again.
As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package.
Got him.
Okay. There we go. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Man, there's too many people here.
It's all about getting your car to cover
Get
as
lost.
many miles as possible, no matter how burned out or beat
I
up
keep
and
forgetting my
beyond.
view. That asshole. How the hell? Because I'm now so much faster, he's still in his place. I can't run after him, so maybe I need to go along the other side, since I'm already there. And then I can avoid the other dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it never...
As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver.
Hey, pick that up.
Wait, what? Red gunned? Why? Three stream streak. Well, thank you, man. Glad to see you. Okay.
Another story circulating too.
So hug the block. See, now he's watching over here.
Excuse me, sir, but you're not on my list.
Ah. It's random which way he looks at the beginning. Why the hell did my Spotify just start up? Go away.
Oh, you know what someone told me the other day? That Sierra's not just.
Okay, he's looking the right way. Yeah, like that. Over here.
Oh, come on again.
mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package.
Get this. Oh, should I? No, he doesn't like me. Okay, where's this Joker? He's walking that way. Okay, that's good. Good. Let's avoid the other one. Shenanigans? Count me in. I'm about to perform some shenanigans myself. Okay. Put that into the briefcase. Okay, cool.
Remember, folks, that endurance race is all about getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how burned out or beat up it may be.
Let's see, halfway there.
Oh, it looks like the tires are just... Huh? See, that's the problem. You come straight from the pit and you get a different surface. I mean, you start on the concrete.
I really can't bother with this right now.
It's just amazing.
Oh, crap. Did I kill anybody else again?
For those of you new to endurance races, you gotta cover as much ground as possible.
Why is he here?
In the time frame. When the time's up, we have
Is
our
that the dude that was here? Was he too close? How the hell did he get over there? What the fuck? That was weird. Oh, thank you,
Just
Kirito.
redeemed applause.
Golf clap. Come on. Why? What is... Oh, probably because I was in free camera mode. It was doing weird stuff. I don't even know where I was. Let's go. Where are you looking? Right place. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Now, get in here.
Oh, why does it...
As I mentioned before, they asked me to deliver a package. I thought it was just part of
Oh, briefcase. Let's go. Okay, so this asshole should be going that way, yes. Okay. I'll just go here. Shenanigans? Put that in there, yes. Okay. Now, let's go over here. Let's see, about halfway, we determined, was okay.
Hey, please look where you're going.
Okay, he's going... He's shitting down. There we go. Got him. Get this out of the way.
Let me just repeat repeat some ground rules for those of you new
Okay.
to endurance racing.
Let's get out of there.
As much ground as possible within the time frame. When the time's up, we have our winner. There is still
Find out what triggered that explosion.
I didn't pick up the crowbar. Fuck.
Oh shit, no, it's only a computer game.
Crowbar right here.
Let me know. Roger that.
I'm telling you, Miss Knox is gonna be pissed.
Wait, what?
No sign of any pups.
Wait, what?
Remember, folks, that endurance racing is all about
I'm not allowed in that little section, so I have to go around here.
how burned out or beat up it may be.
Yeah, I'm not beating manga right now because I've got the crowbar, but yeah. Sub 3 minutes, I'll take it. I'll take it. I lost time on the fetching the crowbar thing. I'll take it. Not gonna keep boring you with the same contract over and over and over again. I'm not gonna grind that. So yeah.
Duh. Winning.
Let's see. Contracts. Featured. What's next? Chongqing. The dog. Oh, right. Gotta get him out. Let's start on the roof. I think, let me see. Is he gonna eat there? I think so. So I'm gonna take some lethal pills. Remote taser for him, that's good. And, yeah. It's gonna take a while though before he comes up, unless I go after him. It all depends what you want to do. This will be a solution.
I love those little drones when they scoot around like that. I had one. Whoa!
It was all of them, right? Yeah. I thought there was a table here where he would go to puke. Huh. That's only in the main storyline, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Murdered. Murdered. Buffkiller. Murdered. I'll just call you Murdered. So normally there's a lot. I think there's normally a table right here where the dude sits down. So this is not gonna work. Okay. So instead of going here, I might as well start over there. But I don't. Will he pick up a remote taser? Tools. Proxy taser. I wonder if he does that. He is a security person, but I don't know if he will go away to pick up the.
I love those little drones when they scoot around like that.
Pick up the taser itself. They both don't pick it up? What? Where's this other loot? All the way down there. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I want to test this myself. I'll believe you, but yeah. I want to see if this this fluke's gonna work. Boom. Wow, my aim is so super great. Oh, I can't be here.
I did. There was
Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Oh, I can't. I thought I could go up from here. Where's my up?
I just read the design doc for the next test phase.
I did. There are still a few kinks to work out, but I have some ideas. I think the focus point of the tissue damage is
Okay. Can I move over from here to here? Yes, I can.
There's really nothing to worry about. I know that legal stuff you sign downstairs can seem a bit scary, but it's just so
There he is. Big boy. See, I thought I could get past that, but I can't.
I don't want to do it. You never get a chance like this again. Think about it. If you don't go through with it, you have to go back to the street.
Oh, he's going over here.
Why isn't the test subject in place? I explicitly told you.
Yes, I know.
That's a doctor, so
It would be a lot easier if you could drug him.
This subject.
Would you send Jim over?
yeah,
Ramirez. Yeah.
I see the problem now.
Somebody down here. I need to sweep the
Free X-ray.
You've been in an accident, my friend. Don't worry, I'll get some help.
Can I? What if I go here?
Man, it's me. Can you send someone over? I need assistance.
I don't believe this. This is a nuisance.
Let me come over here.
Oh, never get a chance.
That's the wrong dude. I know I'm busted. I'm just experimenting here.
Looks like a real weapon. I just found it and I'm a little freaked out.
Hello, command. Can you send someone to my position? And
Yeah. Okay. So he won't go for anything.
yeah, send someone to
Clean.
got a break.
This subject is the conclusion of this project phase. But you want to contaminate him? How strange.
No, you're just a little overwhelmed. Think about how you'll be rewarded for a few hours of work.
Never mind.
This can change your life. Listen, I'll let you relax.
This is it. Oh, my big break. It just feels wrong. Someone do something. Risk.
Got it.
If I do this,
Ah. See?
clean.
You can isolate him.
Subject is the conclusion of this project.
Oh God!
Help! I need
Yeah, but he needs to be here, not here, because here he's in view. But okay, that kind of works. So what's the easy way to get up here? Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So don't go in, just go over here. Sometimes you feel stupid, right? And why doesn't he pick that up?
I love those little drones when they
Oh,
scoot around.
if they're not gonna pick it up, I might as well take something else. So maybe they find coins interesting. And what should we give him? Let's take a durian then. Oh my god. Dad bod. Yeah. That's an oldie, man. Dad bod squad. And I don't think any of those members ever stream anymore. Even the dolls don't stream anymore. That's a bit of a shame.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Hey Annie, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. That's a oldie but goodie. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I saw a propane tank over there. Maybe you can use that to for him. Let's get him first. Good morning. I trust you're enjoying your coffee. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa! He's still here.
What are you doing over there? I don't believe for 1 second that you're not spending every waking moment on your pet.
This might be good.
Focus on your little drones and your algorithms.
He leaves. I can lure him here. Oh, why the hell is he going over there?
You'll be alright, I promise. You know, you're the last one in this test phase, and we really minimize the risk. You never get a chance like this.
Why isn't he coming here?
Think about it. You don't go through it. You have to go back to the streets. You said you have a family, right?
You can't be here!
Eat this, you bastard!
Works for me. Ah!
Go of that person, you mon!
You bitch!
We don't have any more pieces.
I almost got away with it too. Okay, so when he goes in there, I can just shoot him in the head and drag him over. He doesn't. You are, yeah.
I love those little drones when they scoot around like that.
Little drones. Scoot, scoot. Scoot, little drones. Okay, that's a problem. Now they're panicking. Whoa!
Annie Cates triggered a hype train.
Let's
go.
Oh my god. That is the first hype train of the channel. I think. Oh, and now Alonso too. Oh, thank you so much, dudes. Thank you, thank you. So, Himsa, Alonso, Charlie, Vince, and Alf Princess. I was gifted the subscription. Oh. Oh my god. I gotta look into how I can combine that into one. I realized that maybe this one may be a bit loud. Now it's, oh my god. Oh my god, it's loud. Louder yet? Where is it? Notifications? No. Which one is this? Which one is it? Twitch alert. Yeah. Oh, I can adjust it over here. Oh well. It will play 5 times as it will. I was hoping it was, yeah, that's been so long And I want to group that into one. That was it? Okay, we're done. Thank you so much, Annie. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Oh, good grief.
Where the hell is he? Gotta find him. Forbids me to experience too much sensory stimuli.
What's that in the background? What are you doing over there? I don't believe for 1 second that you're not spending every waking moment on your pet project.
You just focus on your little drones and your algorithms.
You just focus on your little drones. Okay, so she fucks off over there.
Give it a go. Come on out. It'll be over in no time, I promise.
Get out.
It's really
I
quite
need my
safe.
Sorry, sir.
Think of it this way.
What the hell's happening?
You're lucky you qualified for resource instead of the benchmark experiments downstairs.
Why was he suddenly all up in arms? You gotta get swifty! The pickle thumper!
It's time to get swifty.
Well, that's appropriate. Welcome.
I love those little drones.
Happy
when
to
they
see you.
scoot around like
Happy
that.
Friday. Welcome to the Pickle Posse. I do have... so for all the new follows...
Well. Welcome
to my lair. Cool, man. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And hope the weekend will be even better. I could possibly use the propane tank. Gotta be quick about this. Pickle Thumper. Man, I love that username.
Forbids me to experience too much sensory stimuli.
Okay. Get to hide in the corner.
What's that in the background? What are you doing over there? I don't believe for 1 second that you're not spending every waking moment on
Okay, so we're waiting for him to move into this room so that he is alone and I can shoot him in the head before he hears this. So, yeah, I need to wait till the door closes, of course.
Take a few deep breaths, okay? There's really nothing to worry about. I know that legal stuff you signed downstairs is a bit scary, but it's just so no risk shutting down some freak accident in the curl.
Put you over here. Okay. And now I'm stuck
We don't
here.
have any more fuses.
We don't have any more fuses. Oh.
Your family's life. Come and see me when you're ready. It will
Yeah,
be
I
fine.
can't go there because of those guards. I need to wait. Oh, there he goes. Nice. Okay, so where's he going? Yeah, he's safe enough. Okay. Okay. Get down, get down. Oh, got a hype chest. Open. What did we get? Ooh. There we go. Choo-choo. Eat all the things.
How strong is
Okay, so now we need to go all the way down. Where the hell is he? Level -3. Okay. Oh, he's in the data core? Oh dear God. Let me think about this. What is the best way to get down there? Probably through the arcade, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get to the arcade. There we go. Man. And I played another contract lately, and basically there were 5 targets, and they're all on the edge of the map, as far away from each other as possible. That was so annoying.
So sore. Like that. I fell over because the homeless woman.
Okay, let's get in here. I'm already wearing this, yes. Okay. Oh, I am allowed here. Okay. Two, 5, 5, 2. Choose. Okay. Go down. Yep. Should be a screwdriver here somewhere. There it is. Let's see. Where is he? He's over there. Am I in -4 now, or did he go up? Oh, he went up. So he's now a -2. Okay.
Could you run through the simulations one more time? I need the demonstration to be perfect.
Sure, I can do it again. But we've got all the markers and variables mapped. It will play out as predicted.
Oh.
I know.
I see.
A lot riding on this one, and I want to get it right on the first go.
What? Step back and let me deal with this. Thanks. I hear you. Hey.
Got him. Huh. Well, come on. Go down the stairs, please. There we go. Well, he was easy. I think I was fortunate with the timing that she was talking to the accountant, whatever his role is. Oh, that is good. Timing was perfect. There we go.
Duh.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Thank you, Shardy. Thank you. Alright, let's see how we did. Number 31 in the world. Okay, let's see. Is Natsuko-chan still first? Of course he is. 48 seconds! You gotta be kidding me, man. How? How? How the hell are you gonna go from him to him in 48 seconds and to the exit and kill them both? How? Is he just boosting something? It's gotta be a boost. Well, I didn't have time. Phoenix, okay. And Nozen. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. You have a 7-second run in mind. Well, are you using a mod that and you can shoot through walls, and you have it's automatically never noticed, because that's what the I forgot his name. He was always on the top of the leaderboards. Maybe he got banned. I don't know. 7-second run. Kill them both. One is up top and one is at the bottom. 7 seconds. Sure. Okay. Contracts. Featured. Okay. Colorado. Oh well. We'll do Colorado. Thrown weapon. Oh, so this is... Oh, as the hacker, gotta have a hobby knife. Okay. Hobby knife. Oh, I gotta pick that up there, right? No, I have a hobby knife over here. Okay. As the hacker. Okay, starting over here. See the timer? Yeah. 2 minutes 30. Huh. But this is one of the hackers. Oh, I gotta bring a... okay. The Act 2 covert special. Oh, so two of them are dead. Okay. I have a suspicion I need to knock people out. This may be tricky. Tricky.
Okay, so you keeps this desk.
I need this.
Shit! Hey! Somebody want to help? Sal over here.
Alrighty.
There's a downstairs. Oh, he's gonna find them, of course, if I go down here.
Hey.
Crap. Ah. I can go through the other way when I shoot the dudes. Ah. This is.
H Christ. Hey, you look like you've done something.
Ah, fuck off. I'm afraid the dude that's gonna walk in, he's gonna watch TV, right? And I don't think I can get out before he sees the dude. Oh. I think I need to start this.
Hey. Oh my God! Someone! It was nothing. Probably just, I don't know.
Move.
Something.
Move. Move. Oh, right. I could do him first. Two people here? No.
Desk. What up, Cracker?
Cracker? What? What am I gonna do with you? Where's the other one? Huh? Over there. Oh, I did it wrong probably. Yeah, I shot the dude. It should be melee. Ducks to covert special. How the hell do I melee? Is that like a back shot or something? Okay, and then a thrown weapon for the other one. Okay. And he's coming in. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Just around.
How the hell am I going to... I have... and they see me. Like pistol elimination. Yeah. Well, that's a problem. Where the hell did he go? All the way over there?
We're winning this war, mate.
What are you? You're the hobby knife. Oh, and the guy in the window upstairs is also a hobby knife. Him. The one I killed over there. So he's standing out front first. Oh, he found the guy I knocked out in the... okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
What? Hey! Somebody want to help us out over here?
Okay. And now they're both here. How the hell am I gonna get you here?
Okay.
Affirmative.
What are you? Thrown weapon, hobby knife.
We're clear. Nothing in.
Not likely at all.
It's a 3D printer. It prints things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
Cause security to be deep sixed. Yeah, chew on that one.
This is not gonna work. How the hell, man? Let's forget about the 3D print for a second.
Shit! Someone help me deal with this asshole.
You hear that? Somebody fighting! Go! Go! Understood.
Oh, it's still locked. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go around for him. And then, okay. He's first. Oh, wrong. Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Jesus Christ! Security! You need to deal with this guy, right?
Command, something's off here in my sector. Stand by while I investigate.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Wrong dude. Wrong one. Wrong one. Gotta move it more to the left. Or to the right. Okay, let's go. Go, go, go. Time is short. We need all of it. Wrong one. Here.
Oh my god! Hey! Somebody want to help us out over here?
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over.
Go, 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 go.
Huh?
I had a coin in my... Oh, fuck off. So when you don't want it to lock onto the head, it's almost impossible to get it off. And when you want it to look at, you can target the neck hairs and have it not lock onto the head. It's so stupid.
Jesus H. Christ! Someone help me deal with this asshole!
Oh, this way. Oh no 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 no. You're not going there.
Huh?
You
Why are you coming, dude? It's the wrong one. No, I can't. No. Why the hell did the other one come up before? And not him. And now it's constantly him. See, that's what I mean. Now it didn't lock onto its head. It targeted the wall. Why? Why are you like this game? Walk on.
I could use some assistance here.
JHQ, this is Alpha 9. And Recon Team 6 are declared disturbance.
Oh, he isn't coming. I thought he was coming up.
Okay.
Find out what that was.
Roger that.
Why? Why did I get him to come up before? Why doesn't it work again? Come on, man.
Oh shit! Security! You need to deal with this guy.
Maybe if I do this.
Hey. Do you think that was anything? Would you go check?
Oh, shit, what's the... Head on.
JHQ, now copy over. We got ourselves a grade A troublemaker.
There's two people coming up. I need something to knock people out with.
This is Gunslinger 6. I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Over.
He is...
What up, JHQ? You receiving me? Get ready.
Thrown weapon, hobby knife.
You seriously don't know who you're dealing with right here, my friend. Please, no.
Before they come in here looking at that gun. Where is he? Where is he? All the way over there. 41 seconds. Oh, now I'm fucked with the camera. Where would I put him? Ah, now he's got the dude's gonna find him.
I'm not really sure I've seen you.
How the fuck, man? How the hell am I gonna isolate the one in the kitchen?
Cover me.
Man, targets as they appear.
Aiming for the head.
Easy to delete footage. I know, but I am on a timer. It gotta be... I don't have time to go to the cameras.
Yeah.
I will show you. See? Yeah, I gotta complete the mission in 2 minutes 30 seconds, so I don't have time to go to the camera and do this. If I had more time, then I could easily separate this dude. I don't know what to do, man.
Move in! Get
Target
in
spotted.
front!
Repeat, target.
By the way, welcome. Bunch of letters. I have no idea what to call you, but boy. Can I make this dude sick without going downstairs? Let's see.
Oh my god! Someone help me deal with this asshole!
Micro taser? I can't.
Someone's in trouble. Move, move! Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they heard that. They can't do that.
Got it.
What's a micro taser gonna do? Because the micro taser, they can't see it, and I would need a puddle, and there's no puddle there as far as I know.
Oh, do tell.
Jesus H.
Unless
Christ.
I missed that.
Use some assistance here.
Sir, please refrain from throwing something down. Hey. Hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That worked. Oh, they found him.
I really don't like the sound of that.
Where does he go?
Something is definitely not right here. Hold it!
Yeah, sure. I'm out of here, dude. Want to see where my...
Stop!
Where the hell is he puking? Over here? Hobby knife. Well, I could kill him and put him in here.
Nice. Really nice.
Okay, so... Yeah, I could do that. So I don't have to get... I still gotta get rid of the dude in the hallway. Him.
Jesus Christ! Hey! Anybody want to help us
Got
out
you.
over here?
Okay. What's up? Bop. I need that. Oh, he sees that. Fuck me! See, this is what I get. I try to go too fast, and then starting. Things are not working for me anymore. I need to slow down. Slow is fast, right? thought I had to switch. I push the buttons, but they don't work. Push the buttons, dude. Push the buttons. Slow down. Take this. Bonk.
Security! You need to
There we
deal
go.
with this guy, right?
Hello, motherfucker.
What was that for?
What he found.
Command, requesting medevac.
They see this. Oh my god. So I gotta get rid of him too. Okay. There we go.
Jesus
Bonk.
Christ! I could use some
Hobby knife. Throw that. He's coming up. Not a real big problem, but get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
It's a 3D printer. What?
Really, dude?
Huh?
Shit! All this falls back on you, mister. You're in trouble.
Oh, that didn't knock him out? God damn it, man. I'm not. I don't like it. Trank gun or seeker would help make that guard sick. Yeah, but I can't bring that. I have to smuggle it, and I don't have enough time to go to a drop spot. So that's. I only have 2.5 minutes. It's barely enough to get around. So going to a spot is not good. That's the downside of the restrictions of this contract.
Jesus H. Christ! Hey! Somebody want to help us out?
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Fuck!
Heard it too? Investigate and report.
Absolutely. Oh, it's like something crawled inside of me.
Oh, I got him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You've got some on your shoes, sir.
That thing
Well,
Ezra
oh, never
works
mind.
interrogation mask.
Crap, wrong door again. Yeah, and if I now lure him in here,
Okay.
he will come. See, for some reason he sends him. God damn it. So yeah, there are specific things I need to do. Like him, I gotta melee kill him with deduct. So I need to knock him out.
Someone help me feel.
So that's his prerogative. The other one I need to throw the hobby knife at. So that's this one. I don't really have time for this, but yeah.
Zulu, take point.
Roger that.
Where the hell is my victim now over here? He's not getting sick. Okay. I need to find out if I drop it on his head, if he gets sick.
Hey.
Huh?
Sir, don't throw stuff around.
He doesn't. Last time he did. I really need to throw it at his feet. Okay. Can I just go here? Will he allow me to?
Please behave and refrain from throwing garbage in the street, sir. Oh, yes,
Shit! I could use some assistance.
Okay. Oh, he's coming upstairs. That's good. Oh, he's... Where are you going?
What the? Hey, you okay? You need help. Now, go and find it.
What are you? Hobby knife. You guys here?
Yeah!
Panda Bear MF cheered.
Hey Panda,
11
welcome.
bitties. Thank you, heart.
I'm playing.
Nice phase map.
Playing.
That's him in the...
Oh my god. I had it. I had it.
Panda Bamf just redeemed, love it.
Oh, I'm having my speakers on. Oh my god. I'm playing your favorite map, Panda. How did you like it? I hate it. Bom, 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 bom. Happy Friday, Panda. Welcome.
Jesus Christ! Security!
There we go. Sorry, Rick. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh.
Where did this motherfucker go? He went down. Went out there. Be careful of the camera. Let me out! Why can't I go over the railing?
Well, oh, never mind.
Why can I only go over there? That's a hobby knife, right? He went over there?
That'll be absurd.
Dr. Berg? I didn't
Why is he here? Fuck. So they both got sick and he went inside. Man, I hate this contract! I'm not liking it at all.
Huh?
Okay. Okay. Man, speed contracts.
Someone help me deal with this.
I don't get the appeal of timed contracts, to be honest. Okay.
Wait,
Son of a... That's bones cracking. Let's get in there.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Christ in heaven, why are you doing this to me?
Don't let this get to you, man.
Huh?
Calm and smile, calm and smile.
Why am I red gunned? That was weird. Let's try that again then. Why was I red gunned? Did what? But no, nobody's panicking outside, so I don't get it. Okay. Over here. And no. Why is it so hard to lock on when you want it to lock on? Do you guys have the same problem as me? That it's when you don't want it to lock on, it locks on to everything in a 10-mile radius, and when you don't want it to lock on, or when you want it to lock on, it's basically impossible to get it to do. Why did it knock you out, man? My game is falling apart. Oh, this way. Get the durian down there.
Wow.
Knife.
Security!
Suddenly he's turning around when I wanna melee kill him like that. Why? What the fuck is going on around here? Uh-huh. Let's do this again. Okay.
There's a fine for littering here, sir.
Let's do that so I can get in. God damn it.
Jesus Christ! I could use some assistance here.
There we go. Now, gotta get rid of him. Come on in.
Huh. We both heard that crap.
Why are you up here?
Fire up, Will! Fire up, Will! Roger.
He came up here to puke over the edge. Why? This isn't going well. Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Panda. Welcome. 4 months in a row. Oh. That's not gonna work. Thank you so much. Okay. Come on, dude. You can do this.
Huh?
Again, the edge of the... Do I need to be closer so that I don't throw it so much forward, so I can only get the one guard. Can I do it like here?
What?
Okay. Yeah. Open the door. Get this dude.
Jesus H. Christ! Someone!
Okay.
Right.
Didn't need to do that. Okay. Get you out of sight of the hacker. Okay, and the weapon too. Okay, he went outside to puke. Let's see if I can get the where's the oh he's over here. No. Crap, wrong door again. What is he? Go over to special. Come on, dude. I need to get it over with before he goes ape shit. Oh, he's already done. Oh, and he was inside. Crap, so I need to get him first. Oh, brother. Oh, maybe I could... Okay. But close to the edge worked. That only gets him... Okay.
Oh my God! Hey!
I know what it is. What the... Where... I'm just behind the edge of the couch, and then he turns around to catch me. Man, I had not anticipated playing this contract for so long.
Huh?
That's not good. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is
Groundhog Day!
I'm messing up too much because I want to go fast. Gotta. But yeah, that's what these stupid timed contracts do to me. Got the hobby knife back.
Jesus Christ! I could use some assistance here.
Okay. Put this around the corner. Set this around the corner. Okay. So I gotta get him first. Gotta be careful of the camera here.
Nice. Really nice.
Yeah, he's outside. Okay. Fuck me. Freaking camera.
Penelope,
Still caught in the camera. Oh my god.
lovely air out here.
Oh, I'm not caught in the camera. Okay. Good.
Penelope, it's Berg.
Dr. Berg? I didn't recognize.
And now I'm caught in the camera. Okay. He doesn't like me. 36 seconds. Not gonna make it. That's the outside. Oh, this one. No. God damn it, freaking door. What are you doing here? It's not. Ten seconds.
Go.
Wait.
This is our...
Gotta go the other way around. Otherwise he'll be done when I'm... Gotta go this way around. Man, why do they have to cut it so fucking close?
Security! You need to deal with this guy right away.
What the? I advise you to slow down a little. Hey, you! Okay, buddy, you're free to go.
Why?
Jesus H. Christ! Hey, somebody want to help us out?
Ba 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 ba. Fuck you.
Right. Oh man, we should
God damn it. Okay, now I can make him sick. Wait, does this work?
Huh? You should focus on the job at hand and not goofing around.
Hey, mister, who are you?
God damn it! I hate this map. This map can suck balls all day long. Hi, Empress. Welcome, welcome.
Shit! Someone help me deal with this asshole.
Happy Friday. Don't mind me raging out. Just frustration coming through. I need that. Where are you?
Should write this down.
Gotta get him out of the opening over there. Drop this. No, I'm dropping this. God damn it. Okay, now. Because I heard it worked. So go over here. Over here. And then oh. Wrong door again. Goes in there. Hey, thanks so much for the follow.
You gotta get Swifty.
Gotta kill the cameras here.
It's time to get Swifty.
They saw that. God damn it.
I love it.
Thank you so much, Empress.
Imperius _ just redeemed.
Almost have it. Almost. I'm miles off. That's my on my end. Why it didn't lock on? Come on. Okay, get this one.
Oh my god! Security! You need to...
There we go. Okay. Why is he still there? Oh, I don't need to do this. Fuck. Fuck. Is it this room? Yeah, it's this room. Okay. Come on, dude. Fuck me. I didn't have my I didn't have the thing out. The duck.
Use some assistance here.
I'm dropping a weapon there so he fucks off.
That thing made Ezra Berg's interrogation mask. That's what it does.
Is it this room? Yeah. What body is found? Why is that body found?
Masking after he saw Berg's mask. One of the hackers keeps the facial.
You've got some on your shoes, sir. Well, oh, never mind.
Man, area's clear.
He ignored the weapon. Okay. Maybe he just walked past it. It was just out of his sight. So I'll drop it further down the line. And then that should be okay. What's your favorite Hitman game? This one. I have played the other ones, but not to conclusion. Because, yeah, I started with Hitman 2 basically. And then compared to this one, the other ones feel clunky. Maybe that makes sense. So yeah, that's why I like this one the most. Moments. Okay. This, drop that over there.
Ezra Berg's interrogation mask. That's what it
does. Oh yeah, this one. Close the fucking door, please.
Stay away from me, sir. You could get hurt.
Okay. Come on. He was duck over 2 special, yeah. Come on in. Come on in. Hurry up. Oh, I gotta have this.
Wait a minute.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
The way I hear it, you were on the Interpol's task force to hunt him down. So what's the verdict?
Did they find the body again? What? Why is he up here? Was he that fast with bringing down the weapon?
Hey, come on, get up. Snap out of it.
Okay. So a briefcase and a weapon then? So he has to make 2 trips? Because I really don't want to knock him out if I don't have to.
Jesus Christ! Security! You need to...
What the hell is that?
Okay.
How did that get there? That thing made Ezra Berg's interrogation mask. That's what.
Shit, no, I'm too late here. Uh-oh, this may still work out. Yeah, see, he's walking over there now, and he probably went straight up, so that's why I dropped the briefcase there. scoot you in here in case you walk in.
Or he just wants to keep it for himself.
Well, that's the idea. So, I take it you finally met Rose. The way I hear it, you were already
Let's go. Let's go. Avoid the camera here.
Being brought into this campus. Report anything.
Yes! Finally!
Winning.
Oh my god. That was a thing. Jeez Louise. How do we do? Number 12 in the globals. Okay. Let's see, Nadu Kachan. Yeah. 54 seconds. How even? 102. Oh, I guess they're legit. Yeah, I know Natsuko is he's a speedrunner. I'm here. I beat Manga by a second. Okay. Cool. Now, next one is one without a timer. I hope. Oh my god. Let's see. Contracts. My contracts? No. Featured. Let's see. Where is this? Idle scale. Dubai. Okay. Idle that. Okay. Okay, I know where he is. But where the fuck is he? Ending this guy. So I guess starting over here is the closest thing. Yeah, okay. Give me a second, guys. I will be right back. I am going to pour myself a drink and I will be back in like 30 seconds. All right, back. Let's see. Oh yeah, and that was specific to fall accidents. Okay. Speedrun drinken halen. Yeah. Hey, Nat. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. Heel snel drinken halen. Oh, is he downstairs near the security post within the little hallway near the elevator? Then I can push him down the elevator, but him? He's near the elevator. Are they gonna see me? So instead of the Turian, take a and I don't need this. Maybe take lockpick. Do I need that? I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's you. Let's go.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty.
Why is this closed?
You gotta get swifty in here.
It's time to get swifty. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Matt. Why is this closed? That's weird. Let me go to Dubai. Destinations. Dubai. Of the world. Oh, I have unlocked it. Yeah. I have. I went through the entire thing in the server room. It is unlocked. This is weird. I'm gonna restart my game because this is not normal. My my elevator should be unlocked. That's so weird. And I've used that elevator exit to go up so many times. I used it upstairs to exit and used the elevator shafts to get up and down the building. So yeah, it's a Mongo also has it locked previous day. That's weird. So if he locked it, then where the hell am I gonna dump that dude? I would have to lure him outside, knock out the guy there, throw him over the edge. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Or can it be that the person who made it had it locked and then they create a contract and then it's locked for me? That should not be the case, right? Game modes, contracts. No, let's just see before the contract messes anything up. Destinations. No, not Dartmoor. Why? Or is it locked because I use my lockpick to open the door? I don't know if that's a thing. Okay, let's grab the key from the desk. The fuck?
That's Carl Ingram, Providence partner and brass-balled billionaire. A legendary political fixer, Ingram is old money and as rotten as they come.
Damn it.
A calendar function. We can use this to summon the partners to a fake meeting, 47. Alright, I'm no hacker like Olivia, but I think you need to pull one of the racks here to gain access to the terminal.
Let's see if we can't open the... I'm not concerned about anything right now. I just don't want to have a hasty panic here at the moment.
On its way. Hide, 47.
Hide, 47. And then one of them will turn weird, right? And then it's unlocked. Pom 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 padum pom pom padum pom padum pom. It's so stupid that I have to go through this again. Exploding golf ball. See, everybody's okay.
Not that many of us have keys, and people tend to stay out of that room anyways. So no one.
People tend to stay out of that room anyways.
You stay right there. Alpha 9 Surrender to squad leader. Visual on.
Terminal unlocked. When will it go back to normal if somebody does that? They still all look the same.
47 reinforcements are incoming. More guards on their way.
Yeah. More guards are coming. Okay. That maintenance guy has the key. To the server room, right? What's happening?
Stop choking that wolf! I said you bring. He was.
Server room keycard. Yeah, that's just to get into the server room. What the hell does she have? Janitorial key.
Copy, command. Still looking.
Oh. I shouldn't be able to, I shouldn't be needing to do this because it's everything should be unlocked. Let's go see. Can I see the yeah, it's locked. I don't understand what's happening. Bless you, thank you. Burj Al Ghazali. Who has this key card? Or somebody. I can't remember what is supposed to happen. You pull one of these and then this happens and then it should go down and then one of them is different. You pull that and it's unlocked, but I can't remember what the hell is the deal with this thing. You gonna calm it down? Come on, dude. I even have a video of one of the ETs that's in this building that I push her down the elevator shaft upstairs. What's he doing there? Oh, dankjewel, Nod. Thank you very much. Is he gonna... Oh, he's gonna...
And of course, it's all fine here. Oh, I hate this system already.
Is he now gonna... Beep. Okay, cool.
Yes, sorry about that,
Oh,
47.
fuck.
Let's try again, shall we?
Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. This one. So which one do I pull now? I thought one of them would be different now. Thought you could tell somehow which one you needed to pull. Does it, or doesn't it matter? Swipe first? Oh.
That must have done something. Can you see
Oh,
anything
this one.
different in the room?
That. Can you see?
Good. We're in. Now all you need to do is access the terminal and use the calendar option to summon the Providence partners to a meeting. Elevator doors are now open. Building cameras are now disabled.
Okay, so can I now just get the hell out of here and have my things open? Because now it's out open, right? Or do I still need to kill the targets? Let's just, for good measure, go and kill them. Yeah, going downstairs first.
How's it going up here?
We're good for now, but we've only got one fuse left in the fuse box open. If that blows,
We've only got one fuse left in the fuse box. So then I'm sure it will register. Yeah, I've done this. I've done this.
Shifty.
Shifty? Who are you gonna calling Shifty?
Right there. That's Marcus Stuyvesant, Providence partner, self-entitled and arrogant little worm. He might not look much. He's done more damage to the world than you could dream. You got him, 47. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore.
Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore.
We're not done yet.
Yeah, okay, for people just joining, I'm not caring about Silent Assassin because I gotta re-unlock the elevator doors for some reason, so I'm just going through the motions of finishing this contract. Oh wait, I have the lockpick. Oh, I had a lockpick in hand, but yeah. Let's see, where is he? He's upstairs. Over there. Okay. There's a stairway over here. He's over there. Oh, he's at the railing. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ingram gave specific instructions. No noise of any kind. He's working, he doesn't want to be
Can I see him from over here? No.
If I don't vacuum, I'll get fired.
It's not my problem. You do what you have to do without making a noise.
What do they want me to do? Vacuum with my mouth? Rich bastards.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. And you need to find an exit. Our business is
Okay.
done
Also,
here,
exit
but
to
it's far
be on
from
the safe
over.
side. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. The elevator exit is down here. Crazy shot? No, thank you. Was just waiting for him to show up in my crosshairs. So, just to be sure. Okay. That should do it. Should do it again. Oh, still 2 stars. And welcome, Glitchy Bridge. Welcome. Happy Friday. Okay, exit to menu. Now, let's go back to that featured contract, shall we? Because now it should be open. Contracts, my history, and then it should be right here. Yes. And then we go here, and then we go storage. There we go. Go, 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 go.
Oh, shit. Mister!
Well, apparently... we can't push him out. Okay, that's one. Now, where was the other one? He's upstairs. He's over there. Oh.
Hello.
Should have taken the other ladder.
Yeah, just want to remind you about the lockdown. That's right, 900 hours. And the key card's right here.
Can I get away with this without him seeing that? Okay. Okay, I gotta distract this dude. Make him look the other way and then we'll be okay.
Okay, all right.
Bonk. There we go. Hi. So let's go up this ladder then. No. This ladder. Oh, there isn't a ladder here. Oh. Well, we'll take this one then. Thought there was another ladder there, but I was mistaken. Can I make it before he gets here? Fuck. Well, if I don't dilly-dally and get around to the thing, I think I might make it. I'm fast enough. Maybe I'll just take his clothes too. So close, yes, too close. I did try. Get in here.
Just go take care of it.
Okay. Go here. Alrighty then. I'll do. We'll take this one.
Hello.
What? Sounded like it came from over there. Look into it. No problem.
Crap. No time. I was hoping he would go to the other side so I could slip in behind him, but yeah. That was not gonna happen. Why am I even going around? I just realized.
Okay.
I just realized I can just go up the elevator shaft.
All right.
Okay. Dump. What? Oh, you cannot change your starting disguise. Why is this guy here? That's weird. Okay, so taking his clothes just to... oh, he was... I think he was walking back. Okay.
And who might you be?
Well, why don't you come in here and tell me who I am?
Hey. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Shit.
Yeah, that's taking too long. Oh, brother. You would have to climb the elevator shaft to save some time. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing. Sorry, I don't see it until now. But you're totally correct. I just realized it myself.
Oh yeah, you gotta
get swifty.
You gotta get
Thank you so much for the follow, Glitchy.
It's time to get swifty.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Why was I caught?
Friggin' nugget.
Friggin' nugget. Oh, he's off to that side. Good, good, good. Give me the exit, give me the exit, give me the exit. There we go. There we go. That one isn't too hard. Friends list, how... Okay. I got him like a few hundredths of a second. Okay, so let's... Oh, Nezuko-chan is not first. Okay. 45 seconds. Okay. They're doing something right, but yeah. Nice. So Nezuko-chan got beat. That I didn't expect. Let's see, what time is it? I have time. Do I want to go to scale? No. Oh, that's main target. Let's not say we did. Who is the target here? Ah, Patrick Carlisle. Unicorn horn? Okay. Can I bring my own? Let's see. Somewhere over here. There we go. And so I'm starting here. Let's switch this out for the Krugi. This I don't need, so... oh wait, was it any method? Yeah. I'm gonna drop the chandelier on his head. She's in the garden then. And he too, okay. Okay. Because if you're quick enough here, you can just shoot the chandelier and it will be instantly killed. So that's one quickie. And then we'll have to look where the others are. Matilda. Okay, that's one. Where's the other one? The trophy room. Sitting room. Oh, he's out front. Ooh, okay. And she's in the garden. Do I want to go to the garden? Well, here's the exit, so... maybe... Okay, I want to try something. I don't know if it will work, But you never know until you try, right? And then give this to the dude. Tools, proxy taser. Wonder if I can see the girl from there. Oh, that's the. Yeah, I cannot.
Freakiest accident.
Okay.
Incredibly dangerous situations, right?
I should get back to.
Wonder if I can reach her from here. How was she not? Okay. So let's pretend that worked. And then go to this dude over here. Oh, I can't get in that door, but maybe we can get over here. Oh, maybe I can. No, I can't. Oh, we have a pipe over here. Down. Do this over here. But what if we just do? Yeah, there's a present for you. And then we go to the exit over there. Let's see. He should see that. Pick that up. Let's see. Oh, and I'm going down here anyway, so I might. That girl is over here, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I can't. I gotta unicorn horn him. So the proxy taser is not appropriate for him. Oh, ew. Oh crap, I forgot. I need to see if she is... Okay. Give me... she's over here somewhere. No, there's no puddle here. Oh, there's over here. Okay. Okay. So I... Oh, but then I did the this one is too big. I need the micro taser. Micro taser coming in. Proximity micro taser. I still I have that too. Okay. Good. Need to get to her. Okay. To him maybe first. No, not in. You freaking annoying. Oh, I thought I could. That was an exit. Get on the pipe. Zoop. Took the wrong window.
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over.
Come on. Maybe shoot from up there before I... Okay, proximity taser. So hopefully she will come to the puddle. Why is the time limit like 20 minutes?
We'll get everything we planned for the next few months done in 3 days. Huh? Can you go and see what on earth that was, please?
What on earth that was, please? That should...
Yeah, good, yep. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Am I an idiot or is this a puddle? How long? Oh, sorry. How long have I been playing Hitman? I've been playing this for a few years now.
To go to the gym after a day like this. Not that I was planning to.
Okay, so that does. Why doesn't that work? I'm gonna see if I need to put it in a different spot maybe. Let's see. She's over here. Yes, yes, I know. Hacker! Oh. I went a bit... I overshot it a bit. Let's see. Micro taser. It's right slap dab in the middle. Amazing that they don't hear that. But yeah, this is deceiving, man. Why is there a puddle right there that isn't... See, it's even got the water, the ripples on it. That should be an electrocution spot. Yeah, if I can get her here.
My old bones can't take
So
much more of
this...
I need a volunteer. Yeah, you. Off you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, that should work. Maybe I can... Yeah, she's... I hate the fact that I need to... Well, it's close to the exit anyway. Okay. Okay. What?
Stay here and try not to get in my way, alright?
Stay here and try not to get in my way. Oh, hello. Houseboy. I gotta go here. And then out this window. Because the drain pipe is right over there. We'll get there in the end. Oh, I'm a bit dark.
So, how long have you been working here?
Yeah, I waited too long because I turned on my light. Okay. Hey. Ben je thuis of niet? Nee. Oké. Prima.
Sorry, but I think I...
let you get back to it.
Right.
Okay, let's go out this window then. Wow, the short bowler is not that great for this. Can I exit before they find her body? No. I can't. Bugger. You can go back to smooching. Will you hear that? I doubt it. No, he didn't. Come on. You don't have to call it in. You can just go check it out. Yap, yap, yap. Come on, come on. Straks even afhaalpillen Chinees halen. Oh, come on. Why the... No, come on. Love a bit of Chinese food. Okay. Go there, please. Why? What are you doing, lady?
There's some crazy situation happening. I'm not sure what's going on, but please do something about it.
Why was she
I'll go and check.
going into panic mode?
Anyone copy? We have a situation. Some kind of disturbance.
Hopefully, they don't see them. Ah, crap. Why the hell did she panic for that shot? Did it go through 2 bushes, so she heard 2 impacts and that made her scared? It's a bit weird. And welcome, Radi Jungboy. Hope you're having a good Friday. Dat je een goede vrijdag hebt gehad. En dat was een fijn weekend. Don't know how far he needs to be away.
Possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Okay.
Excuse me. Could I get some help over here, please?
We don't have any...
Is she again panicking? Why is that a panic shot for her?
What seems to be the problem here?
Something bad's going on. You need to do something about it.
There's 2 guys here.
Echo Foxtrot to November Zulu. Over. Some trouble.
Preferably English, because there's a lot more English people here, or English-speaking people, than Dutch people, so... Okay, so lesson learned, do not use a distraction shot. Yeah, I had a good Friday. Friday is always a half day for me at work. Crap, it was too late. I was too late. I dilly-dally too long. So yeah, that's why I stream on Friday afternoons. It's my off day. Oh, and this is, by the way, the last stream before I go on holiday. So no stream for the next 3 weeks, because I will be in Curacao. I'm leaving next Wednesday. So yeah, it's I don't think I have time to stream this weekend, sadly, so there's some water here. Get over here, dude. No!
Nah.
Are you kidding me? Crap. Crappity crap. Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to get some Bobby Pungan right now. Oh, have a good gaming session, mate. A nice holiday, of course. Thank you, man. Enjoy your dinner. I'm having spaghetti this evening, so I'm gonna have about 20 minutes left, 30 minutes maybe, depending on when my my wife sends me a message. So it's and then I'll have to make some spaghetti. No need to call it in. Just get over here.
Intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Oh. Okay. No distraction shots. No nothing. Just get in there and get the lady. I can use this as a lure.
You've got to be kidding. No power,
Can you go and see what on earth that was, please?
What on earth that was, please?
Gotcha.
Whoa, what a
Here.
Someone help me deal with this asshole. Wake up, act like you give a shit.
What's going on? You will die today.
Ah, that was the stupid tree, man. Why can't you shoot through the tree? That's dumb. That's so dumb. Or maybe I'm the dumb one here. That could also be the case. Nothing happened there, dude. Nothing. Old building, accidents happen. Rusty chain.
Come on, got some strange noises here. Looking into it. Over. Hey, don't! Oh!
Okay. Now don't fuck this up. Proximity taser. Bad news, I'm afraid.
Ethel looked everywhere.
Okay.
Please, could you go and find out what that was?
Okay then.
Oh, she heard the she heard me shoot. Come on, get out before they find the body. Crap. That doesn't work.
We might have a situation. Sweeping area. Over.
Problem is that the this gun is a bit louder, so maybe I don't really need this.
Ethel looked everywhere.
Huh? Perfect. I need a volunteer. Yep, you. Off you go.
Got it.
Oh, he heard the shot. Now he's gonna find her. Yeah, okay. That means we're switching back to the Krugi because this gun is too loud, even though it's a silenced one. The Krugi is the most silent gun in the game, so that should work. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna try sniping across the map. That's why I had the other gun, but that doesn't work. Maybe with this gun, because it has less of an impact, I can do a distraction shot. But let's see. Let's see if he moves. If I don't look at him, he's still gonna call it in. Sometimes they come and they don't call it in, and sometimes they always have to call it in for some reason. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any problem fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
I shot this, but she went on the other side.
Okay, don't freak out. It's just a stupid coincidence. Oh my god.
If anyone's back, can you come out, please? I'm a bit freaked out.
That should be hidden, right? Pop, pop. There we go. Finally. It was a good one. What time is it? I have time for one more. Number 1 on my friends list. Let's see. That's a good chunk of faster. Phoenix in 321. We're in the percent ballpark. Let's see, what are the real pros doing? 24 seconds. How are you getting from Carlisle dude, the main character target, to to throwing the thing at the guy, and then to the exit to and even shooting? These guys, man, they're on the next level. Holy shit! They're probably using boosting, going on the roof of the building and going from there or something. I don't know. I don't know. Featured. Okay, let's see what is next. Ambrose. Oof. Santa Fortuna. What do you have here? New York. The Rabbit. What's the Rabbit doing? As the bank robber. Ooh, that's gonna... Any method, any method. The burial dagger. Burial dagger, is that in the... it's in one of the lockers, right? Execution. I have that. I think. No, I don't. I don't have that. I thought I had that, but okay. So it's in one of the lockers. So let's take a. Gotta get there. Might as well start there. Yeah. Burial dagger. Oh, that's in one of the lockers where she is, I guess. And then any method for these dudes. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, were there any endings? I don't think so, right? There were no knockouts, no bullshit. Yeah, no extra stuff. Okay. I could. Let's knock these jokers out so we can get past them. Oh. Give me a second. My wife is messaging me. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna turn on the okay, and that means we have a master key and a
got some strange noises here.
Section off this area for now. The head of security suspects there may have been some tampering going on.
Was there was it over here? Yes. Where's the lady going? Oh, she's going upstairs. Crap. Thought she was stayed down here. Ah, that's a bit of a bummer. Oh, that's the two that's in the TV room. Okay. One straight above me. He's over there. Oh, I gotta kill the It's gotta be electrocution. How the hell am I gonna electrocute him? There's nothing here for that. Closest thing I have is that puddle of water there.
Hey, you are trespassing. I need you to follow me. Are we?
Can I make it faster? Get out of there, get to her before. Oh, and what was it? Melee or thrown? Melee. Oh, that's gonna throw some thing in. That's not something I wanted to do. Okay, let's see.
Say what?
Let's get rid of that. Hey, Samo. Welcome.
Out of the ordinary.
Turn on the AC.
False alarm.
It might be a little warm.
Render the gun. Understood.
Crap. Oh yeah, that's right. The camera I shot that alerts him. Got the crowbar. There we go. Hope you're having a great. I'm having a great day. Hope you're having a great Friday. I hope the weekend will be awesome. Okay. Let's see. Let's not shoot the camera there, so we can do this. He sees that. God damn it. Can I like... If I should... Okay. Experimenting. Aren't you playing Freelancer? Not right now. I am playing the new featured contracts. There's a new bunch of featured contracts came out yesterday. That's what I'm playing right now. Yep. Does it? Oh yeah! Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Loki.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's
time to get swifty.
I'm really sorry, but we've had this section of this area for now.
Oh, she's going there anyway, so it's nothing about my timing. And thanks so much for the follow, Raccoon. Welcome. Happy Friday.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty.
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over.
Okay. Get them out of the way. You over here. You over here. So now I can get the trank gun, knock out the two IT guys, drag one of their asses over here, get this, and then go from there. Okay, get this, get this. Okay. Get over here, you. The only way I can think of on how to electrocute him, unless you guys have a different idea. But this should do it. See his legs? Yeah. Graceful, right? Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta get the burial dagger from the lady, for the lady over there. Oh, that's over here.
Whoa! Oh shit! Somebody help me! That's gonna hurt! Ugh. Oh my god, have you lost your mind? No.
Okay, so... Oh, maybe I should go upstairs first, and then come down, back down. I don't know if she keeps up there. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one. Let's go take a look at that dude over there. Where the hell are you? Bitches, let me see what you got. Shake that ass. Bitches, let me see what you got. Well, hello everybody. Welcome in. Aussie Fez. Okay. Aussie Fez. Like this. Oh, that's not the right one. I am sorry. Oh, Jen P, welcome. Hello. Man, I can't type. Fez. There we go. World of Hitman. What were you playing? What were you playing? Have you lost your mind? Let me see what you ate today. Yeah, let's disembowel them. Oh, it's this one. Oh my god. Unless I start over here and I get him, because they have the outfit too, I can work my way down. That's good. Hello, welcome. I have something for that.
Well.
Welcome to my lair.
If I start over here, I can get that dude. So, and he has to be... Oh, he's any method. Okay, okay. You can electric guard the guard too. Yeah, upstairs, but the I have to get to him first. If I start over here, I can... Because those two people are the most annoying one. Or I can ditch the outfit and get the other outfit here. So I can move along as a normal person. Because they're not hard to get to.
Huh? What about all your talk of taking the next step?
It's gotta be an accident as the bank robber. Oh!
Well, it's not like I haven't been here before.
I could like prepare this
Over here. I need some
or
assistance.
change out, lay him here in the that's gonna be a problem too. Because if I do this, hey, thank you so much for the follow, free stock music. And I think the lady in the other room will come in if I do this, and then go back. Let's see how that works out. Oh man, I don't have too much time left. I really don't want to quit with a massive raid like that, but yeah, I have like 10 minutes left at most. Is there anybody coming in? Yeah, she's gonna notice that.
Disculpe, señor. Did you do this?
So let's say we could like do this here. Drop the like a taser. Then get out of here and then change back into the bunny outfit and then pull the trigger. That could work. So then I do have to start downstairs as the bank robber because it doesn't say anything about changing. So yeah. The other two are any method, so I can just run up and shoot them in the head. That should not be a problem. Okay. Camera. Got a gun to get rid of the camera recorder. What time is it? So little time, so little.
Say what? Hello there.
So if I go upstairs. Hey, Europe Sparrows, welcome. Happy Friday. So these two can just go like pop, pop, and then yeah, let's go down. Oh crap! Do these guys have a key card for me? No, they don't. Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. Your discount link is expired. Oh, right. I need to... Why is it that expired? Okay. Yeah, sorry. I need to update the bot then. I had a bit of a trouble on the Discord. Somebody was using some software to spam very nasty stuff and I had to remove the Discord link. And then, but I fixed it and the Discord is now good. But yeah, sorry that these I can't. That the link is still busted.
It's a restricted area. Now show me your hands.
Crap. Generate a link, make it infinite, and then post it. Yeah, I know. I can. Let's see. Okay. While we're here. Pickle Central. Server settings. Where is it? Invite to server. There it is. Edit invite link. Expires never. Generate new link. Okay. Copy. Okay. There we go. Okay, made a note of that. That should work. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. As you can see, I'm a crack shot. Man, what happened to me? I used to be a pretty good shot back in the days of Quake. But, yeah. Those days are... Oh, but if I don't do them upstairs now, I'm gonna have a trouble coming back. Oh, maybe I could... I have an idea. I could give them the... Could put the parcel bomb in there and just get them on the way out. Does anybody even come back here? I don't think so, right? Okay. Nice comfy dinosaur slippers. Okay. Here we go. That's one. Okay. Oh, she's not in there anymore. So let's change outfit here. Your server doesn't have a voice chat. Not at the moment. I have voice chat channels, but I usually don't use it. That was intended for multiplayer things, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Where am I going now? I could go upstairs. Oh, but I forgot the... Oh, wait, there's a...
Hey, you! Who are you? Hey, don't...
What are you doing? That is so... Oh, yeah.
Crap! So what my plan was going back in there to them, but I can't now. So that would involve me going up here. Damn. Yeah, move the other guard to be a bit hidden, I guess. Yeah. Oh, she's over here. Oh, do I need to make her sick? So the other two people are over here. They're so this would probably involve me setting up stuff. He doesn't like me.
Hey, identify yourself.
So what I would do then is go here.
I never thought I'd see that happen. Keep your voice down, man. Perez catches us talking about this with toast.
And then maybe do something like this.
I mean, how did they pull it off?
And then go back down through here, which I can't right now. And then when I'm at the exit, I just pull the trigger. Then they're the last two. I would have to set it up. But yeah, that I don't have time for that anymore today because I do gotta get started on dinner. Gotta be done like in 20 minutes. So let's see. Can we? We're gonna raid somebody. Let's see who's live. We're gonna put you over to someone who's playing Hitman, so you can go there for the drops, of course. ICA is live. I see Shrimpy is live. Okay. Let's go say hi to Shrimpy. He's a great guy. And he deserves some views. So let's go there. Where are we? Where are we? Over here. So yeah. Raid Shrimpy. So yeah, that is going to be it for us today. No, I'm gonna go here. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. If you want to join the Discord, it is not too busy in the Discord, but I use it to post my my screenshots. I post screenshots on Blue Sky because I'm a virtual photographer. I'm also advanced pro amateur in normal photography, so yeah, I like to do that. So check that out if you want. And yeah, I don't know, I don't think I can stream before I go on holiday, so yeah, it will be a while since I will be streaming again. Anyway, let's go over to Shrimpy. Let's say hi. Thank you all guys for being here. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And I will see you guys later. Let's go.